Welcome to the Accountability Trader. It's all about accountability, consistency, and growth. Let's have a look at the market. One is the Accountability Trader here, and it is a Wednesday evening. I'm ready to go through today's actions. Today's been a really good one for me as a trader in the sense of learning. There's been a lot of situations that I haven't quite known what to do. I've had a trade that tapped me in and I got stopped out. I had a trade that I didn't get tapped into at all. I watched some trades get affected by news, so we'll all come around to that. But it's been a good learning curve, and this is why I'm doing this, to learn as much as I can through just holding myself accountable instead of just going through the motions and not necessarily learning. But here we go. So we always start on the pound dollar. I'm still bullish. I still think that we're going to get a good bit of motion within these areas. We played around here for a while. I didn't get a good enough entry requirement down here. Lo and behold, it has pushed through, but it's not a way in which I was happy to consider getting in. That is fine. Hopefully I can put in maybe a possible pattern from here, but at the moment nothing's set up, which is completely fine. We'll keep going with it. So here is one of the pairs that I've had a lot of action on. I missed that on Monday that we've been over. This is the trade here that I ended up not getting put into, which is fine because I would have been stopped out anyway. But recently we've put in another reversal candle here that's playing out at the moment at quite a mid-ground, quite a few tests. So we'll see how this one plays. It hasn't gone down as quickly as I was hoping it would, but that's fine. We'll see if what happens overnight. It might be more of a momentum change tomorrow morning. We'll see how this plays out overnight. Now on to dollar Canada. Nothing for me today. It's leveling back out again. I might get some sort of pattern in here. Let's have a look. So it might end up with some sort of butterfly. Let's play this up here. So I'd have to break this level up here for a butterfly to play out. Now, butterflies I find quite hard to trade. I know a few people don't trade butterflies, and I am back testing them at the moment. I'm very happy with Gartley's, bats, ciphers. The butterflies seem quite unnatural for me. Breaking through this level, trying to come back down, it being so high, coming back down. I'm keeping an eye on them. I'm not forward testing them, but I'm putting them in, as you'll see in a minute. But yeah, I'm not 100% confident on butterflies at the moment. They obviously give good risk reward. That is why I'd kind of like to get a lot more happier with them. But over my back testing so far, they are a hell of a lot less frequent. You very rarely find them, from what I've seen anyway, on the 1 hour, especially over the pairs that I've done so far. But I'll carry on going forward. I'll see what happens. So that is literally all I've got on this pair at the moment. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Do have somewhat of a level here that I could keep an eye on. Close of that. And close of that. It's an interesting kill zone. Maybe I'll keep an eye on that over the next couple of days, see if anything plans out there, because the butterfly does actually, that is perfectly sitting. So maybe I'll watch this one, see what happens with the reversal. So we got another trade. This is the one that got heavily influenced by, let me go backwards. So this got influenced by jolts. So this is some news that I've never really paid attention to in my back testing. It's not on my list on my trading plan either to avoid. However, I looked into it and it was actually lower than expected, which made the franc stronger than the dollar. So this was a really nice situation to be in, coming off of this kill zone that I've got. I was hoping I was just going to catch a really easy, so 1.3 to 1 trade. Came in, went a bit rocky. I knew that I had a couple of hours till the news came in, so it's within my reason to trade. However, sadly, it was looking a bit more promising, and then news struck, and I just watched it travelling down. It literally, from what I read, the moves are normally made between the first 5 minutes before the candle and 15 minutes after, which I've now noted down. Within 20 minutes, I just watched this come down and take me out. Very good learning curve, because that is now something that I'm going to take into consideration, because I have really tight stops. I like a tight stop. I like to get in and out. I am now very much playing with my back testing. I'm going back through, because I'm finding that the wins I do have, there's a lot left on the table, and normally aiming for a 1-to-1, 1.5 to 1 is quite hard mentally when I want to work my way forward to doing some sort of challenge. So I need to see if I can eke out more on this reversals, because they come up all the time. I'm always finding good positions to come in. I just need to tweak that a little bit. So going forward, situations like this, I would take that any day. It would give me a little 1.3. I'm very happy with that. Just on this occasion, it took a little bit longer to do what I was hoping it would do, and the news got it. That is what it is. Now we're on to the Aussie dollar against the dollar. See, I've still got the butterfly playing out here. Got a good reversal here, completing my C leg. As I said earlier, I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to be trading butterflies at the moment, but I'm still going to draw them in. I'm still going to watch how they work. Still going to try and catch reversals where I can. So I could have caught a reversal there, which will complete the A. Obviously, I wouldn't trade that because that came off news, but I've got a reversal here. If it plans out, then obviously that's a great trade for me to take. There is a chance that if the pattern doesn't play out, it could stop on this level, but that doesn't give me enough for a happy trade, so I wouldn't be in at all. So I've gone for a bit more of an aggressive trade. It's been tapped on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a really good level of support there. If I could come down, gravitate down towards this, I'd be very happy. So now we're on to the dollar yen. Again, at the moment I'm in no man's land. Not a massive fan of the reversal here. There's not much momentum. There's no reason for me to come in. There's no pattern for me to look at. We're just completely in the middle. Here is my last butterfly. So saying that we don't get them very often, and we don't. We've had a lot today. Somehow we've got quite a few playing out. This comes down to test a good level here. Yes, it breaks through my kill zone that I've got drawn up. If it comes out, tests, and then closes above, then I might try and come in a little bit later as more of a reversal strategy instead of the butterfly. But at the moment, I'm documenting it all. It's all going towards my back testing, forward testing, just learning this particular pattern. It's very rare to have 3 in the same day. So this is another trade. This is another butterfly that came in. Didn't end up getting tapped in, which was completely fine. But if I had done, I would have smashed straight through. I don't have a close enough rule. I don't trade 2 pips forward to make sure I get into trades. I don't do any of that. I leave them completely organic. If they hit, they hit. If they don't, they don't at the moment. I might revise that going forward. But at the moment, I'm just trying to get really consistent patterns and reversal strategy to get myself going, and then I'll build upon them at a later date. So we've got the Aussie yen again, half a decent reversal there, and that is something that I would normally look into. But we are so bullish. Look at this. We are so bullish at the moment. We've been going for 2 weeks. We are coming up to a very good level up here that I would look at if we came up and tested. Because that'll be the highest. If we break through this, it'll be higher highs, or the highest highs since the beginning of the year, really. So that would be quite an interesting area to be in. Back down to the 1. As you can see from earlier in the week, we was hoping to get a test at this level. It's just shot straight through. Absolutely shot straight through. And last but not least, gold, exactly the same situation. I was hoping to get good reversals, but at the moment it's been oversold, overbought. I can't trust any of these levels. It is not for me. We haven't got any structure. We're putting in the highest highs for, well, yeah, the highest highs. So just leaving that at the moment, letting that play it out. Maybe I will get a really good reversal at one point. I'll just keep going, keep you guys updated, keep myself accountable, and just keep learning. That's it for today's analysis. I'm the Accountability Trader, and I'll see you soon.